Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and welcome to the first watch video of 2018. Yes, it was already a watch and learn, but today is a video strictly about a watch, a brand of watches, a watch that I introduced a couple of months ago in the store, maybe October, November-ish, and I never really got a chance to highlight it because of obviously all the holidays and stuff. So today I'm bringing it to you. It is the NauticFish, and in particular, it is the dive model. I'm going to murder the name. I think it's Thusunt, which is an old High German name for 1,000. It's a 1,000-meter dive watch. I have, they come in, I don't know if that's the right way. It comes in a full dry box case, everything, all the fancy stuff, and we'll open it up and we'll take a peek inside and check out the watches. It comes in 3 different colors. It retails for right around $1,000, but it is a serious dive watch, and I really think that the case size of the watch will resonate very well with a lot of the viewers looking for a chunkier, beefier diver. And it's got a really good pedigree, and it's loaded with a lot of really cool features. So let's get on over and check it out. But before we do, I do have to do a wrist check. I forgot. First wrist check of the year has me wearing this is the Reaper, Diabus Reaper. A lot of people think it's a Shadow. It's not. It's the Reaper. This came out I don't know how many years ago, at least 5 years ago, more than that, probably 7 or 8 years ago. It was a limited edition run, 50 pieces. I grabbed one of them for myself and a Javril 8-ball. Maybe you've heard of the brand. Actually, it's a GV2. It's a pretty cool watch, kind of polarizing. I might have shown it in another video in the past. Anyway, let's get on over and check out these cool NauticFish watches. So in front of you here, I've got the 3 models of the Thusunt that I mentioned in the beginning. We've got a blue, a green, and a black. They vary only in the color of the dial and the bezel. Everything else about them is identical. So I'll do my usual. I'll pick up one, and we'll talk about it in detail. And as usual, I will make it the blue one, since blue is my favorite color, and then I'll show you the other ones so you can get a feel for how they look, and I'll end it all with a wrist shot. Okay, so this is going to be a fun one to shoot because it's a double-domed sapphire crystal. Even though it has AR on the inside, it just flicks the light around everywhere no matter where I point it. So maybe that's a decent angle. So I mean, this is a watch. It is a watch, obviously, by the company NauticFish. NauticFish is now owned by Schaumburg, which is a company out of Germany, and as you can see on the bottom of the dial, made in Germany, no bones about it. If there's one word I have for this watch, it is solid. It's solid feeling, it's solid in operation. The only thing that's smooth and supple about it is the crown. Screwing it down is an absolute pleasure. So let's get into the specs. So it is, in diameter, it is 43 millimeters, which actually is it's a decent size for a diver, a little bit bigger maybe than an SKX 007, or maybe about the same size. It is 15 millimeters thick, and as I mentioned, the crystal, I don't know if you can see it, it's domed ever so slightly, but it's a double dome. So it is domed on the inside as well as the outside. You can make crystals in 2 ways. You can just dome the top and shave the bottom flat, or you can make it domed on the inside and the outside. Much more expensive to dome it on both. What it does is it actually acts as a magnifier, and that's what this is doing. It's actually magnifying the dial, making it a little bit bigger. I'm sorry, I got away from myself there. 15 thick, 48 tip to tip, so it's going to wear just like a lot of your other divers. And excuse the case back sticker. I didn't want to peel it off, but it's wanting to actually peel itself off. I don't always give weight. I thought it was important here. On the leather strap, the watch weighs around 136 grams. It will come to you on the leather. Included in the case, that dry box that I showed you, is a nice rubber strap. It is a 22 millimeter lug, so you can really put on whatever you want, but even the rubber strap is super nice. But obviously, if you're going to go diving, the rubber strap is what you want, but they offer this leather. It's actually an option, but when I ordered the watches, I had them put it on because I think it just makes the watch look so beautiful. And these are beautiful straps. They're handmade in Italy, so it's not like it's even a cheap strap. It's thick. It's super nice. I actually kind of know this company because some of my other straps come from the same supplier. Just really fine handmade straps. So anyway, so those are the specs of the watch. It is powered by the ETA 2824 movement. It's automatic. It is self-winding. It is obviously a screw-down crown because it's 1,000 meters water resistant. Yes, 100 atmospheres, 1,000 meters. And unscrewing the crown, it is so smooth. I know you can't feel it or see it, but winding it, standard ETA 2824, and pull out 2 clicks at the time. Whoops, figures I covered the date. 1 click to set the date. The date is done with white lettering on a black background, and then when you're done, you push it in and screw it, and it is the winding of the crown when you go to seat it on the threads. Wow, it's super. The threads are cut so well. It's something you can really appreciate, like a super fine thread. Whatever the machining is, done extremely well. Bezel, it is a nice 120 click bezel, and it is, again, I said the watch is solid. The bezel is solid. Solid ratcheting action. It really, you hear it. I mean, you hear it and you feel it. It totally snaps into place. Super luminova all over, and obviously this is a beautiful blue gradient dial. So let's zoom in on it. So the dial starts out as blue in the center, and then it kind of fades to black. It's a really nice look. Just look at the detailing on the bezel, the NauticFish symbol on the crown, if I could bring that into focus. And then nice machine lugs. Everything is one piece. And then the green one actually has the sticker really attached well, so we'll check out the case back in detail on the green one. Like I said, I don't want to rip it off. It kind of been hanging off since it came out of the box. Like I said, the dry box itself contains the watch and the extra strap and a little manual. The dry box has a pressure relief valve, so if you wanted to take it, into saturation diving, you could bring it into, I guess, a diving bell with you. Of course, a PVD coated helium release valve, helium escape valve, for when you decompress so the helium doesn't pop the crystal out of the movement. Kind of a nifty little feature. You see it on watches sometimes. In this sense, it's certainly functional. It will work. That's what it's there for. I like how they made it PVD. It certainly makes it really pop. What is interesting to note about the watch is it's also the case design. If you look at it, it's not really a pure circle. It's more of a pillow style, or it's a cushion case, that 43 millimeter cushion. So it really makes it extremely, extremely comfortable to wear. And like I said, at the end, I will do a wrist shot and we will check it out. Let us do the obligatory Loom shot, because I know that this will certainly deliver where you guys want it to. Absolutely no need for me to darken it anymore. You can clearly see, even with the ambient light coming in, it lights up really well. I like that they even put Loom at the 3 o'clock next to the date. Usually there is none, but they filled it in. You have Loom everywhere, and of course a registration pip for 12 on the bezel, so you can easily see the bezel when you are diving. So let us move on to the green one, and not much different here, just the dial and the bezel, and of course a green strap. Check out these straps, and they're like individually distressed. I know these straps by themselves are like $100. So again, it's not a junky strap. They're really good. So you can, if I kind of fade it out a little bit, if I tilt it, maybe we can get some more of the dial detail in there. There you can see that green in the center, then it fades out to black on the outside. Paired it with a dark green bezel. This looks really nice. This is a good color. I like that, I like they mixed it up a little bit. Blue, I think blue is the new black in a lot of respects, but the fact that they went with a green one as opposed to like your traditional, maybe an orange dial or a yellow dial, those loud divers, I think the green is really cool. And then, matching it up with that awesome leather strap just really brings the watch to a whole nother level. Of course, you still get the rubber strap if you want to put it on for diving, and then it becomes a conventional dive watch again. But for casual wear, look at that thing. That's really nice. And then, I told you I'll look at the back on the green one because the sticker is really nicely on the green one. So let's zoom in on the back. So a 1,000-meter diver obviously is very well built. Something that I like is, look how deep the grooves are in the case back for the tool. The tool will not slip here. It will get a firm grasp. I can't stand these watches where the case back is like, 2mm detent for you to get the tool in, and you're nevertheless always going to wind up scratching it. But here we can see made in Germany. Some German writing, maybe if somebody wants to translate it, more than happy to. The model name, specs that it meets, 100 ATM, which is 1,000 meters, NauticFish. Nice. This is actually laser etched. I can feel it with my finger. So the logo is laser etched on the back. Just looks really nice. So let's pick up the black, and then we'll finish up with a wrist shot. So let's stay where we were and zoomed in on the dial. And here the black is not a gradient dial. It's just a flat black dial with a black bezel. Still has the matching PVD valve. Black strap. Same kind of quality, vintage looking strap. But this time the strap is not weathered as much. It's really more of a solid black, where the other ones really were scuffed and marked. This is more of a traditional strap. And of course the black rubber strap would look great on this as well. But again, this is your traditional dive watch, black color, black straps. And all of these that you're seeing, like I said, are right around the $1,000 mark. All are made in Germany. Just really solid dive watch. Like I said, I think I said it before, it's 136 grams. So not as heavy as you might expect it to be, but still solid, extremely well built. So there she is on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. This might be the first time you're seeing the new rubber band art that one of my children made for me. I went with the red, white, and blue theme. I was feeling patriotic. Maybe it complements complements the watch well. Anyway, so this is the blue model on the blue leather strap. It fits great. It's really, my wrist is only 6 3/4 inches, and I know people are saying, "Oh, when a watch is going to get smaller," and I hear you. I agree with you. 43 millimeters though, with a 48 tip to tip, fits my wrist more than perfectly. It'll probably fit a smaller wrist than mine. I would happily, very gladly wear this watch on any day. And paired with the leather strap, it just really looks awesome. Really cool. Let's finish this one up. So this has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you the new NauticFish Thusunt dive watches. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below and I'll be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.